if this doesn't tick you off, I don't know what will. Take a look. You need to eat. I've been talking about this. What they want us to eat is bugs and worms and drink cockroach milk. You need to eat alternative proteins to save the world. Save the world from the climate change that they are causing. The planes spraying us, using technologies and frequencies to control the man-made clouds and cause mayhem. Alternative, yeah, I agree with this. Why don't you mind your damn business? New World Order. Get a load of this. To avoid the grimmest possible predictions for climate change, right? It's bullshit. They're causing it. They cause the problems. They blame us, and they offer the solution, like your COVID vaccines, which for a virus that didn't exist, and it's causing people to get sick and get turbo cancers and die. But they cause the problems. They cause the psyops. They cause all the nonsense, and then they want us to pay for it, suffer for it, or get depopulated for it. And here they are. To avoid the grimmest why is beef $15 a pound on sale? It's ridiculous, the price of beef. Have you seen that? They're pricing us out of existence. Bird flu? There's no bird flu. It's a hoax. But yet, eggs went up to $8 a dozen. They're causing the problems. They could say that there's a bird flu. They go and kill chickens on farms. Cull the whole flock on a farm that tests negative for something that doesn't exist, or positive, I should say, for something that doesn't exist. They go and kill all the chickens on that farm, causing the egg prices to go up. So the sheep will go, this bird flu must be real. I gotta wear a mask when I go to Aldi and Kroger, and I gotta pay $8 a dozen. They're causing that. They're making shit up. They're saying there's a bird flu. There are no viruses. Good doctors came out in 2020 and 2021 saying viruses are hoax. There's a lot of things that have been hoaxes out there. But I digress. Here, look at that. To avoid the grimmest possible predictions for climate change, the world must rapidly cut back on how much meat, especially beef. Beef's through the roof. $6 a pound for ground beef now? $8, $7, $9, $10. Are you kidding me? Nobody's paying attention to this shit? That's friggin' insane. They want you to cut back on meat, but especially beef. A new study published in Scientific Reports finds that replacing meat and dairy with climate-friendlier alternatives, such as plant-based proteins and cultivated meat. What does that mean? Lab meat in a petri dish? You down with that? Oh, you want to talk about getting the C word that rhymes with answer? Well, yeah. Plant-based proteins and cultivated meat. That's what they want you to eat. They want you to eat the bugs too. Us, all of us. Could significantly reduce food-related greenhouse gas emissions. You got to be a real jerk off to buy into this, because God said, let us be fruitful and multiply. But apparently humanity, or some of humanity, missed the memo, and humanity has become fruity and doesn't want to multiply. They don't want us multiplying at all, and they're fruity. Don't know what bathroom to use, telling you to eat the bugs. Very fruity. No, God said be fruitful and multiply. He knew that we're going to rely on cows and this, that, and the other animals to survive. Not committing to climate change. It's fake news. It's all about control and depopulation. That's what all this is about. In a paper published on July 2nd, researchers, put that in quotes, researchers from the University of California, Santa Cruz, and the consulting firm Accenture suggested that to keep the food system from wrecking the planet, imagine that? They said we wreck the planet just by living, existing. We want to eat food, and food's wrecking the planet. No, they're wrecking the planet. You gotta be a special kind of damn dumb to believe they're bullshit. Take that damn muzzle off, damn it. Alright, so according to a paper on July 2nd, researchers from the University of California, Santa Cruz, and the consulting firm Accenture suggested that to keep the food system from wrecking the planet, this is bullshit, this is all from the bowels of hell, 60% of animal-based foods would need to be swapped for plant-based or cultivated alternatives by 2050, but only if the transition towards a more plant-forward food system began before 2023. Other researchers have pointed to a more moderate approach to stay within climate limits, such as reducing beef consumption, no more than one beef burger and more than 1.5 beef burgers a week. In other words, it's saying you can't eat a 6-ounce steak a week. You can't go to Golden Corral and eat 2 pounds of beef. You can't buy a 20-ounce steak at friggin' Longhorns or whatever. They just want you to have 1.5 burgers tops. This is all about control. New York City tried that. What was that jerk off? Eric Adams, that commie. Now they got a new commie over there in New York City. They want socialist grocery stores. You all down with that? Communism? But they want us to eat the bugs. Bill Gates says he wants us to eat maggots and friggin' damn drink cockroach milk. This ain't about plant-based, because if they get you to not eat normal things like meat and get you to just eat plants alone, or eat meat, plants and meat from a petri dish grown in a lab, they'll shift you into eating bugs, because it's all about control and all about them eating the best of the best, having the best of the best and all this stuff, these so-called elites, and us. Well, they look at us like bugs, and that's why they're spraying us like bugs. They're controlling the weather. They're causing the problems. They cause the problems. We react, or most of you out there react, and they offer their solution in many ways. We can't let this happen. $15 a pound for a steak. That's a sale? Ingles, $15 a pound. Enough's enough with a lot of things. I have a video right there that I'm putting together. It's not about beef or them pricing us out of existence of eating meat and want us to eat the bugs and bullshit plants all the time and lab-grown meat and 3D printed meat. It's about another problem we got in society. But I'll have to put that together. It's taking a while. That's what I got for you. Don't be a troll out there. I move.